Hello, we're back. Welcome to hour 3-ish. It's been a little bit longer than that, but of our mini session where we figure out all the things that Dayless, oh my goodness, that Dellon has been doing lately, and apparently it involves a lot of talking and not jumping into boats.
Yeah. Telling other people to jump in.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
Man, I really hope I can find something.
Okay, so I think this is about the time we open it back in on the rumble of storm clouds, because this is that same day. So by the time you're done with you've seen that it's been kind of overcast today, but by the time you get out of the church, it's pretty much full on raining, and it's a downpour of rain, so it's very inconvenient.
Nice. Lovely.
So.
Alright,
You can thank Adam for that.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, out of curiosity, you said he made a faith roll to see if he could... Maybe I shouldn't make a faith roll, huh? Yeah.
See, the thing is, he does have the trait believer, so all of the faith miracle things are at a -1 ob for him. So
nice.
that's why he's been doing such high, trying to do such the higher rolls, is because they're a little lower than him for him.
That's cool. That's a cool trait. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I should go out, because obviously I don't know how useful the kids are gonna be because they already found all that stuff. I don't really know too much about the group. I guess I know one of the kids was in that group. That's probably the best option. And I know the guard could have possibly smuggled some of those weapons, but I mean it's kind of a long shot, and I'm not really sure how well that would connect. Plus, he's not gonna just be like, "Yeah, I did that." So, I think I'm gonna go talk to that group of people first.
Okay, so you have faith?
I do.
What do you have that as, or like what's your faith?
It's a 5, I think.
Is it a 5? Okay. Because you didn't write it down, so I was curious.
I didn't. Oh.
No.
Yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, so go ahead and put that in as one of your attributes there.
I don't even know where that is.
It's. I'll just write it in.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So,
not on there yet.
There you go. Now it is. Yeah. So doing a faith roll for guidance is an op 5 test. But faith is open ended. So.
Yeah, but I don't really want to get hit by lightning. So.
Okay. So yeah, keep in mind that you can also roll for a boon at ob 2, which open ends any ability until the scene is completed.
That's for an ally, isn't it? I thought it said you.
Yeah, just make one ability open ended.
Okay, I thought the wording said
blessing is that way. The priest may grant other devotees prowess and acumen. He may bless a person, beast, device, or tool, and grant +1d to a stat skill, health or steal.
Okay.
Yeah, aid is an ob 4, which is for yourself. So, and that can give you 1 to 3 dice for something.
Gotcha. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna roll any faith stuff at the moment. Yeah, I'll just go meet the group that he was talking about.
Okay, so I mean, he does give you like where their houses are and stuff like that. So who did you want to go talk to? Because
he said they're generally together, didn't he?
Well, he said that he's seen them together lately a lot, but I mean, it is raining.
Right. Yeah.
So they're probably not like out in the open doing anything. So.
I suppose it's too early in the day for them to be drinking or anything. So. All right. Well, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, it's around afternoon right now. So.
Probably. Let me say one of the youths that had the. Yeah, I'll go to the guy who she said was one of the youths that had their weapons, that stole the weapons.
Okay, just one of the.
I guess I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way.
So one of the random youth.
Yeah. Well, he said there was one youth in that group that was also.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Cool. Okay. So yeah, you go to his house, and I mean his father answers the door. If you're just kind of knocking on their door.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his father answers the doors, and he's like, a man with just kind of like gray at his temples, and he looks burly. He looks like a craftsman of some sort. And like the side of his house looks like that kind of thing, like a space where he could do that.
Like a workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, it's raining, so you can't really tell what it specifically is. But yeah, he opens the door and he's like, "What? What in the name of? It's raining out. It's Stormhaven. What? Holy Knight. I didn't see you. What are you? What can I do for you?"
Says I came to talk about an incident with your son. How did he say when it happened?
What instance were you talking about? The stealing of the weapons? 3 weeks ago.
Okay. A few weeks ago, in regards to some stolen weaponry from the garrison, I understand that they investigated that to completion, but I had a few questions in regards to that, and just in general about your son.
He kind of narrows his eyes. I thought that was taken care of.
He says it is. That's just related to something that I'm worried may be occurring now. But yeah, he's not. I'm not here to incur more justice upon him for that or anything.
Yeah. So I'd like to specify that this is up in the kind of upper portion, that hill there. So this is it seems pretty well off as a craftsman kind of a thing.
Gotcha.
So whatever he does is probably some sort of like higher art than just a normal craftsman kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
yeah, no problem.
All
right.
Yeah, but I mean, he says, fine. Please come in, Holy Knight.
He nods and he steps in. So.
Yeah. And he seems to want to like comment on like your wetness and like try to tell you to like not drip on the floor or something like that, and then he just kind of bites his tongue. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's too worried about it. So. Probably won't sit in any like super nice furniture with it, but probably just stand in general. So.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy goes and gets his son basically, and then.
Oh, I didn't want to talk to his son. I want to talk to him.
Oh, you want to talk to him? Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
I misheard that.
So yeah, he probably goes to get him. I'm like, actually, I wanted to speak to you about him. I guess it really wasn't too much about the swords as much as, or he probably says it's actually not so much about the swords though. Or the weapons though. I worried it may be connected. I'm interested in a group of individuals your son has been affiliated with. As of recently, they've been spending a lot of time together. He says their names or whatever. I'm just curious if there's anything you can tell me about them.
Yeah. Well, I know why he's been spending time with Frinta. I mean, I'm a wood craftsman by trade. Usually deal in like expensive tables and that kind of thing. But my son, he's been interested in boyering lately. Not just what my kind of wood craftsman, and he seems kind of like a twinge of bitterness in what he's saying.
Yeah.
Now. And he's saying, yeah. So he's been meeting with her, and they've been working at that. So.
Let's see. And do you know anything about the others?
No, I mean, I didn't really know that they were meeting together. What? Opage was with them, you said?
I'm sorry, what?
Opage was with them, you said? Her brother?
Oh.
He
nods. He says, Do you know, other than, of course...
I thought she told me that he wouldn't be around when he was teaching her. Kind of says under his breath.
He says, beyond spending more time with these people, has your son's schedule changed at all? Has he been doing anything different or staying out later at night?
I mean, he's been doing things different because he's been meeting with Frinta and learning the trade. But,
of course, beyond that, I mean.
I mean, I don't think so. He should... He's here right now. I mean, just working on some normal craftsmanship, just the shop. He whittles, you see. I could go get him and ask him, I suppose.
He nods. He says, yeah, I would like to speak to him. Thank you.
Oh, all right. And he kind of goes out and into the back. And then you hear, what? And then he kind of rushes back. He's like, my son is gone. He was supposed to be back there. Why is he gone in the rain?
He nods. He says, I don't suppose you have an idea where he might have... Well, he knows where he went. He says, I don't suppose you... Or no, we know where... I know where all of them live, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, I'm... unless... There haven't been any places he frequents recently that he hasn't, besides, of course, wherever they teach him craft, is there?
I don't even know. In the name of... maybe he has. I think I've been a fool. I think he's been doing this more often than I noticed. Sneaking out.
Yeah.
If what you say is true, if he was with Opage, why would he be with Opage? A troublemaker.
Says, well, I have to look into the others as well, Opage, and what was the other person's name, sorry?
Frinta is his sister.
Okay.
And then,
I said I have to speak to them as well. I can, when I do so, I'll see if your son is there.
Please do, and please send him home.
I will do that, yes. So have a good night. I appreciate your assistance. And then
Thanks.
He's back out in the rain.
Yeah, okay, so you head to her house then?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, you head there, and, it's also in the upper portion there, so she's pretty well off, and she's not there. There's actually no one at the house at all.
Okay. Great. Okay. I assume that's where her shop is, right?
Yep.
As well. Okay. Okay. Where's the other guy's house? Or they're siblings, so they live in the same place. Right?
Yeah, he lives with her.
Okay. Or I don't know why I assumed that it could very easily live somewhere else, but all right, great, cool.
That's because of your own messed up family situation, I guess. So why you assumed that?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. I suppose I'll see if her neighbors have any idea where she is.
I mean, they don't. Yeah, they're all like, it's raining. I haven't been looking out to see if Frinta went anywhere. She was there last time before it was raining.
It's good. She could have left before it rained. Yeah. All right. Do they know of a place she frequents? Somewhere she might go.
She frequents the inn down in.
I was gonna say, the priest said they were at the inn, right?
Yeah, and it's that main inn that you guys are staying at.
Yeah, I figured. All right, I'll head there.
I don't know if I named it or not.
To see. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think so.
I think I did, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
Okay. I'll head there then, just because it's really the only lead I've got right now as far as finding her.
Yeah.
And they're the best. I mean, I need to be able to figure out where the kid is anyways.
Unfortunately, that is where everybody else, or at least Antonius and Kentarius are both there right now.
Gotcha. Wait, you mean like at the end of the game they were there, or
no? At this time.
Oh, at this point
during the day, they're there. I can just say wait. I can just say it's another inn that they frequent. Let's just do that.
Right.
That works.
All right. Yeah. All right. So he'll head there just because I don't really know. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. We have to find somebody who would know where she would go. So yeah, I'll head to the end then.
Okay, so yeah, you go there. It actually, yeah. So you go in and you're just gonna like ask the proprietor.
Yeah, I'm
Basically?
gonna ask him if they're there. I'm gonna look around and see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see anyone that fits the descriptions of
Okay.
that group, like that's sitting together or whatever.
Right. I'll ask
Offhand.
him if they have a room or anything like that checked out, and if they don't, I'm gonna see if they come in there. I assume relatively often. See if he knows anything about them enough to give me an idea where they might be.
Mm-hmm.
But not at their house. So.
Yeah. He just says, yeah, they usually frequent here. They don't have any sort of room checked out, so sometimes they rent out the back room to talk, I think, but I don't think they're here right now. Actually, yeah, Opage Nan, the village idiot, he's over there, actually right now,
Okay.
pawing one of my Hey, you stop that, Opage! Keep your hands off her!
Okay. He nods, says, I appreciate it, and then goes over to talk to Opage. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he's like, the girl just slapped him and walked away, and he's sitting there with kind of like a dumb grin on his face, drinking some ale. And he seemed really drunk at this point.
Great. Okay. How old is that guy's son? Approximately, do I know? I mean,
like 16.
Okay. When are you technically an adult in this? Yeah.
I mean, probably earlier than that.
Yeah, I had a feeling. How old is the? Well, I guess I'll ask him because I don't think I have any reason to know how old she is. So, uh, yeah. So he'll walk up. What is it? Sorry, I keep forgetting his name. Maybe is it on the character list?
Opage, yeah, it is on the character list.
Page. Okay, I'll do that so I can. All right. Village idiot. Estol Nun.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he walks over and he's like, excuse me.
Yeah. What do you want?
He just kind of like, I'll just say, he's like, what was that? About him touching the girl or whatever.
I don't know. I've had my eye on her, I guess. I was hoping that she wanted to drink with me.
He just shakes his head. He's like, do you know where your sister is right now?
He seems a little surprised with the question. My sister, why would you? Oh, you want to see if she wants to drink with you. I see. Well, I would stay away from my sister if I was you. Not because I'm like overprotective brother or anything, but she is a mean girl. And let me tell you, she is a chaos cursed mean girl. That's right there. That's what I'll tell you.
It's like I'm looking for man, what's the kid's name? I'm so bad with names.
You didn't really get a name. You can just say, I say the kid's name.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for the kid. And I've under the impression that he's with her. I don't suppose they're drinking together, are they?
Oh, he would like that. He would very much like that. He's been looking at my sister ever since they started their apprenticeship thingy. But yeah, I mean, I think that's where he might be. I mean, is he not in his house? I thought I don't think
he's
this
not
is
his home or your sister's.
I don't think this is time for boyering. Usually usually it's later in the evening or earlier in the morning that they usually meet for that sort of thing. If they're both gone, then yeah, I mean, maybe she'd finally gave in to his advances or something. I don't know. Maybe they're off in a hay bale somewhere together. Who knows? I don't keep track of
If they wanted to go somewhere to be alone, where would your sister go?
It's a good question. I mean, they might have gone to an inn, I guess, or no. It's too small of a town. Everyone would know. Maybe outside the town. There are a few spots I think that she likes to go to, just to kind of hang out. But it's raining, so probably not. Yeah, I don't really know.
Good, that's great. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, I asked him if it's normal for her to just kind of disappear like this. Is it normal for her to kind of just up and disappear?
He kind of narrows his eyes. May I ask you a question? Why are you asking so many questions? What are you some kind of investigator or something?
So I am a holy knight. That is a large portion of my occupation.
Ah, should have known by the ring. Yeah, should have known by the ring.
Yeah.
And he's not mentioning your bald head. He's mentioning like some random like ring that you're wearing.
Oh. He's like, yeah. Anyways.
So, Holy Knight, do you maybe have a hole in your purse that might be clinking out a couple coins for me? I can make it worth your while. Maybe I can answer even more questions for you.
I don't think I do. I don't. I have 0 coins. Yeah, I don't really have any things. I got no, I shouldn't do that. That's a terrible idea. I got a coin that like forgives stuff, right? I got one of those from that guy.
I think you did, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say you can have one of these, but that is a horrible idea. Because then he's just gonna be like, oh, a free ticket to do whatever. That's not gonna go well.
I think he might ask you specifically about that. I think like if you're kind of like going like this and like and he's like right Holy Knight, don't carry around a lot of cash with you. I think. Wait a second, do you have one of those indulgences? That would be fantastic because I did this thing yesterday that I am absolutely ashamed of, and he does like the bow, like the hand out thing. Yeah. He says, and I would absolutely love to get to pay penance for it, but I don't really have a lot of time to do the pay of the penance thing, so maybe an indulgence would go a long way for that.
He says, if you can help me find your sister, and if you can tell me what I want to know. I do have one. I think I have just one, right? Got one
yeah, you have one. He says, so you want to find my sister? Well...
And I also want to know if she's been doing anything strange lately, besides being out with this kid all the time.
Doing anything strange lately? Well, I mean, she is a pretty strange person. I mean, let's see. I mean... I think... Wait a second. She was nice to me the other day. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, that is really weird. Yeah, I think she's an alien. She can't be herself. She wouldn't do something like that. I think you're right. I think you're looking for the aliens, aren't you? Right? The visitors from beyond.
I just like sure, and that's why I need to find her. So if you could help me find her.
All right. Well, if she's not at her house, or I'm sorry, our house. I mean, he pays for all of it, but I squat there sometimes. And she's not here. She's not here, right?
No, I already asked.
No, she's not here. then the only other place she could be at one of her hide spots. Like she gets to go out in the woods sometimes. No, but it's raining. I already said that. This is a really interesting question. He misspoke. He meant like just kind of like secluded spots that she likes to go to, like out in the wilderness to like chill.
Okay, I was like, those would probably be good to know too.
No, and he says, yeah, I really don't know where she would be. She doesn't usually tell me where she's going off to. She has errands. She has things. I have my own things. We try to stay away from each other as much as possible. I think I might know who might know where she is, though.
Yeah, it's like if you take me to them and they tell me where she is, he takes out the coins like, then this is yours.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's go see Yuma, shall we? She has coins. And then he starts walking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there was a fork.
Grab your coat, Holy Knight. It's raining outside. Don't want to catch a chill.
He just ignores it. He just gets out. Yeah. Have I been dragging my horse? I assume I've been riding my horse, right? Or have I been letting it not catch a cold?
I mean, yeah, you probably weren't once it started raining, probably.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, he leads you to like a house near the main like dock district in that bay, and yeah, he knocks on the door or whatever, and this Teconi woman answers it, about 30 or so. She answers it, and she kind of like looks at both of you, and then looks at Opage and says, "What is it?" "Oh, hi, Yuma. I have a friend here who's looking for Frinta, and he wanted to know where she was. Did I mention he's a holy knight of the Church of Ceran? It's a mighty fine church, isn't it? So yes, you should talk to this fellow and tell him where Frinta is, if you know. I mean, I don't really know where she is, so maybe you know. I know you guys are buddies, so go ahead and make another observation check."
Okay. Man, I'm just getting a ton of these. All right.
I mean, you're literally doing like an investigation scene, so or a lot.
Can it be difficulty
scenes.
1?
No, I think this is difficulty 3.
Oh.
Unfortunately, sorry.
I got a 6.
You did get a 6.
It's not gonna help me any.
So.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, you don't notice anything. I mean, you're just focused on Yuma, and she just like scowls and she says, "All right, Holy Knight, come on inside." And Opage like comes in after you. Squats down on like this divan that's there, and despite the fact that he's soaking wet, and Yuma just kind of like sighs as she looks at him. And the house is built like a Serragon house on the outside, like it just looked like a normal Serragon house, but on the inside there's all sorts of like Teconi decorations. Very lots of Asian style things in this house.
Good deal.
And
probably takes a second to appreciate that, since I imagine he's not too familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
and yeah, so she kind of like sits down, and there's this kind of like low table that you would like sit around on these cushions, and she sits on one of the cushions, and she like invites you to sit as well. She's sitting like cross-legged.
Okay. He kind of makes an effort to do the same thing she's doing.
Okay.
Tries to sit like that normally.
So yeah, she looks. She's looking across at you, and she says, "My name is Yuma. I'm a tax collector in this town, and I hear you want to find Frinta. May I ask why?
He nods. He says, I have a couple reasons. First, the kid's dad isn't particularly pleased that he is snuck out of the house, and he'd like me to return him. But I also have some business to speak with her. Doing an investigation. I'd like to see if she has any information for me.
I see. Why would your investigation... And I think what she does at that point is she kind of like stands up and starts kind of like pacing on the other side of the room. She says, why would you be searching to find a boyar in a town like this? What possible import could she have in your investigation of the church?
He says, I'm not sure entirely how that's relevant. It's the church's intelligence is, I don't know if you'd say intelligence necessarily. It seems kind of like a modern term. The church's matters are very private. Or, their investigations are very private. So unless it is necessary to know in order to find where she is, I would rather not say.
And just to give like kind of a bare description of the room, like you have this table in the middle and there's these cushions, and then like a larger area around that's kind of doesn't have any furniture in it, and then there's this divan on one wall that Opage is kind of like lounging in. Above that divan are like two swords, like katanas, like crossed over each other on like this plaque. And then you see like some paintings of like Taconi ships on another wall, and there's like a plant that you've never recognized before, kind of like in a pot on the other wall. And so she's kind of like pacing back and forth in front of one of the paintings of the ships, and she looks at you and she says, I think it is, Holy Knight. I think it really is. You see, I am a good friend of Frinta's, and I'm the one who has to deal with people who might be interested in harming her. You could say that we have that sort of relationship. I need to know that you're not going to try to do anything to Frinta.
He just kind of like shakes his head and he's like, I only harm individuals who attack me. He says, unless you think Frinta is going to assault me or otherwise attempt to basically that, then I will not harm her. If she turns out to be implicated in my investigation, then it's possible I may have to I don't know, arrest her, I guess. I don't know, that's what they call it. But hopefully that will not be the case.
You see, that is just not what I wanted to hear. I have one more question for you. What is your name?
He says, Holy Knight Tan. Yeah. I'm Holy Knight Tan. Why do you ask?
Tan. I recognize that name. Are you really that high up? You are one of the Tans?
Says I'm not sure. I would consider that high up at this point.
The son of the Pope? In Ceran, I would imagine that is a high honor.
It said you would think. Says, but clearly you've not been too familiar with the happenings in... Wait, no, I got it. I don't got it. What's it called? City?
This town?
No,
Lucerta is that city.
Okay. Says, clearly you've not paid too much attention to the going on in Lucerta. Not that I blame you particularly, but I am not not in the position I once was. Why? There you go. But regardless, I am here on an investigation. and that is the matter that I came to speak to you about, not my personal matters.
No, I understand. I was just wondering who I was dealing with. Now, I need to know what this investigation is about. Then I can tell you where Frinta is. I promise. But I need to know.
Says there have been reports of heretical activity in this village. Already spoken to a number of people. I have very few convincing leads. I went to speak to the kid and found that he was not at home, though he was supposed to be. His father surmised that he would be with. Wait, I got this. Wait, where's her name? Where is it? Is her name on here?
Who?
The sister's name?
Frinta. No, she's not because
okay.
Here I didn't.
All right, no problem. I just so bad with names.
There you go.
It said so she says, or he says, his father surmised that he'd be with Frinta. I need to find the boat. I was intending to speak to her anyways, in regards to that, and that's why I'm searching for her. I need to be able to send the child back to his father, and I'd like to talk to her to see if there's anything she knows about this activity.
She sighs. And I want to give you one more observation check.
Okay. Well, I probably still can't pass it, so.
Go ahead and make this a 2.
Okay. By the way, it's an obstacle 2 for a boon, right? Open-ends a test?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and he's gonna say a quick prayer for wisdom and whatever, a boon for this. Because he's got not a lot of places to go, so he wants this to work out. Mm-hmm. So, no modifiers, I take it. Or the...
No.
Obstacle is 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. Submit. Don't fail this, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it still almost failed.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you offer a quick prayer to the patron saints.
And then, all right, where's... Oh, was that a... It's a routine. I don't need a routine. Okay. What am I doing again? Observation. Okay. Observation at a 2. No modifiers. Yeah, 2. Thank you. Ah! Yeah, I didn't even need it. I want to roll it anyways, because I can.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. That's the 3rd time I've rolled a 1 on an extra.
Okay, you almost kick yourself for not noticing this before, but you see on the katanas, that
there's a half circle.
Yeah, there's a half circle.
Gosh darn it.
And that strange symbol, not on a place that you wouldn't notice right away, but it's kind of like hidden behind the way the blades are displayed. It's sort of hidden.
Okay, well that's good.
But yeah, and in that moment, she kind of sighs, and then she says,
She notices we notice.
I am sorry that I have to do this. And then Opage, who had been lounging on the divan and like pretending to be basically like being drunk or whatever, he seems to get much more sober, grabs one of the blades and like chucks it across the room at Yuma.
Okay.
And she grabs it and then faces you.
As soon as she says that, can I make an attack? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because that's not how that works. But I was gonna see if I could attack her before the sword got to her. Because as soon as she said, as soon as I noticed the sword, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to pull it out. And then when she says that, I know she's gonna try and fight me. So can I attack her before she gets her sword? That's a speed test,
yeah, there's a speed test. Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably gonna fail this. What's the? Can I add my sword into that? Since I'm trying to cut her. Probably not. I don't think that's how that works.
No.
Yeah. All right. What's the difficulty?
I mean, it's just against her speed.
Oh, right. Okay.
Which is 3. And I'm gonna definitely give her. She definitely has a fate point, so she's gonna reroll that 6, and it's another success, so 4.
Dang it, son. All right. Cool beans. Well, I'm gonna attack her. So I'm obviously not gonna try and kill her. I want to basically render her unable to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, am I able to make another prayer, or does that take too long? I'd like another boon. If it is too long, I'll just spend an Arthur. It does the same thing, but.
Wait, say it again.
I want to know if I have enough time to say another quick prayer.
No, probably not.
Okay, I'll just spend a fate point on it then. It does the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so finally get to use this. You know I'm gonna fail though, right?
Well, yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I imagine she has a pretty high sword skill. All right, so now is it just her I'm fighting, right?
Yeah, it's just her.
Okay. So single combat and brawling. Okay. I'm gonna spend my persona on this.
Okay.
'Cause I'd like to not die.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. Please be a lot. 9. I got 9.
Holy crap.
Yes. I didn't get any 6s. Dang it. Oh well. Oh, that felt good.
Wow, only 2. Okay, so tell me how you brutally murder this lady.
Well, I'm not trying to kill her. Alright, so I think he throws the sword, and then as long as it's all the same to you, I just bat it out of the air. I just like slam it out of the air, and then like I hit her with the pommel of the sword to knock her out, and I think she just goes down like immediately. Like I don't think there's even really a fight.
Okay.
And then I turn on the other guy just to see what he does.
He's already out the door at this point.
Okay. Then I let him run because I'm more concerned with her. So, yeah. Sweet. All right. Oh, I need to. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to take the swords and stash them somewhere. I don't know what I'm gonna put them. If I don't have my horse, right?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I'll just sit them by the door so I can grab them on the way out. But I'm gonna. I have what's it called? Traveling gear. I assume that includes rope, right? Some sort.
Yeah, traveling gear includes rope. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to tie her hands up then, and probably her feet. I can't put her on a horse. As a college guy, I put her on the horse. I can't do that. I don't have a horse. All right, I'll just tie her hands then. Yeah, I really wish I would have brought my horse. And then I think he's just gonna. He's not very strong at all. Yeah, you know. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Well, I don't think I can carry her because I have 2 power. So that's probably not gonna work. I don't have a horse, so I can't do that. So I think he's actually just going to leave her, just like up against the wall. He's gonna tie her hands up, probably her feet too, just so she doesn't kick him or something. And then he's just gonna wait for her to get back to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
So. And he's probably also going to bar the door, so if that guy tries to come back with buddies, they can't just immediately bust through the door.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Okay, let's go ahead and take our last break right there, and then
okay,
we'll come back and see what happens.
Alrighty.
So,
finally found something.
You did indeed.
I also got to roll a sword. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Sword roll.
That was a fantastic sword roll.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't fail any of them.
You got
I failed 2, 3.
No, you didn't.
No, because it's great.
Yeah,
I got
it's
all
great.
of them.
Yeah, you got all of them.
Yes.
You succeeded on every single dice.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
I need a screenshot.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back with more Burning Wheel right after this.
That's good.